if you grew up gay in the 80s and 90s before the internet, finding other gay people was a nightmare. I managed to go to my first gay club when I was 16, even though at that time it was illegal for gay people to have sex at 16. I had a fake ID. I managed to go clubbing. You get to meet some people, and I was in a club and I had my first kiss. It was really weird. It was quite disgusting, to be honest, because I really can't. My autism gives me sensory issues. I am very highly sensitive to smell and taste, and everybody seems to smoke and drink alcohol, and I can't stand either of them. Can't stand smoking, and I can't stand drinking. And back in the 90s, everybody smoked, and everybody was drinking alcohol. So my first kiss was basically like pouring whiskey into an ashtray and licking it. It was so disgusting. And I was like, okay, this is what it's like kissing people. This is grim. I don't like this. We had some fun in the club. He's like, do you want to come back to my place? A little bit scared. He was a porn star, which was cool. So my first kiss was with a porn star. It's been the same my whole life. I can't remember many people that haven't been porn stars. So yeah, we went back to his house and we were playing around a little bit. And I told him that I was 16, and he freaked out. And yeah, it didn't go so well. But yeah, it was pretty disgusting, really. I just can't stand the taste of whiskey, and I can't stand the taste of cigarettes. So any kissing is just a nightmare for me. So yeah, my first kiss wasn't exactly the most amazing experience of my life, but it was at least the first time I'd ever danced with a boy and kissed a boy. So it was nice that I finally got to experience that. It was just not a particularly nice experience. We didn't have actual sex. Uh, so yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't have been ready at that age anyway. But it was it, it was good to have some actual experience of what it's like to be gay. But it wasn't until I was 17 that I actually got my first boyfriend. I met him in GAY. I was dancing in the club, and then someone put their hands around me and was dancing behind me. I was like, okay, who's that? Turned around, it was a super cute boy. And I was like, oh shit, hi. And we started dancing, and he became my boyfriend. And then I just started my A levels. He was 17 when I met him, and I just started secondary school doing my A levels. And nobody at school knew that I was gay. It was an all boys school. One night I was out clubbing with my boyfriend. We got a little bit drunk. Walking home, got to the train station. I'm kind of half drunk. He's half drunk, and I'm leaning on him. He's leaning on me, and we're kind of walking through the train station and bump into one of my school buddies, and he instantly was like, "You queer?" And I was like, I didn't say anything. I was just like, oh, we're drunk, and just went home. Didn't think of anything of it. Next day at school, everybody at school was like, "Oh, I saw you yesterday with a boy. You queer?" And I was like, "What am I going to do? Do I either tell the truth, or do I lie and defend it, or whatever?" And I was like, "I'm not going to live in a prison of my own thoughts anymore. I'm just going to tell the truth." I was like, "Yeah, I'm gay. So what?" And like, absolute crazy life after that. Imagine being in an all boys school, maybe 900 boys, and being the only gay one. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, I mean, at least 10% of the population is gay. So there must have been close to 100 gay boys in the school, or at least more than one. But I was the only one who had the balls to actually say it. In the whole 2 years that I was there, I was the only one who came out. I later found out about another two, but not until they finished school. So I was the only one. So I got all of the abuse. Although it wasn't so bad. At this school, because it was one of the top schools in the country, it was the top school in the whole country. So it was more intelligent students than your average school. It was a grammar school as well. So, yeah, to get in it, you had to go through this crazy exam interview process. So the people there were more open-minded than other places. But there was this one guy, everyone thought he was gay anyway, and he threatened to stab me, which was nice. But luckily, there was no violent abuse at this school compared to the previous school that I was at. So I was kind of more like a gay mascot kind of thing. There was a little bit joking around and stuff, but there wasn't the same kind of violent abuse that there was in my previous school. So I was kind of lucky in a way. But back in 1997, 1998, it was still quite rare for anyone to come out as gay. And then I get to university, when I went to Imperial College, I thought, okay, there must be some more gay people now. Come on, I'm in university now. There's got to be some gay people. In my halls of residence, only gay one again. Only one. 100, I think 100 students lived in the same halls as me, and I was the only one who was gay. I was like, why am I always the only one? In all the situations that I was in, I was always the odd one out. I was always the only gay one, or the only autistic one, or the only this, or the only that. There was always something about me that was unique and special, and because I was unique and special, I got abuse for it, which made no sense to me. Why do people care that someone is not them? I don't understand why people care so much that someone else is gay. Why does it have anything to do with anyone else? And because I was the only one who was gay in my halls of residence, I got all the abuse, mostly from this is not saying anything against Islam, but it was all the Muslims, just relentless, every single day, shouting homophobic abuse at me. It was just so annoying. Just fuck off. Why'd you care? In the end, I actually recorded them. This is before the days of phones. So I had a mini disc player, and I could record them. So I recorded all their verbal abuse, and I showed it to the hall's manager. I said that I'm just getting a bit pissed off now because I'm getting relentless homophobic abuse from the same people every single day, and it's just driving me nuts. Can you do something about it? They did fucking nothing. Didn't care one little bit. And these were medical students. Can you imagine what they would do to their gay patients? One thing that really got me was the fact that during the recording, when I was recording all this abuse to me, I confronted them about it, and there was a dialogue in the recording of me asking them why they keep saying all this stuff about me. And at some point in the video, I said, you shouldn't keep doing this because you don't know what might happen in the future. And because I said that, apparently I threatened them, and therefore I was the bad one. Because I said you don't know what might happen. And that was threatening them. And because they were Muslim students, they got away with it because I can't threaten a Muslim. They can threaten me. They can abuse me. They can do whatever they want to me for being gay. But I can't say, you don't know what might happen. And then they did absolutely nothing. Growing up, I grew up very alone. To be honest, I couldn't tell anyone about being gay. I didn't have any gay friends. I never met other gay people apart from the couple of people I met when I was out clubbing, but that was only in the clubs. I didn't have gay friends outside of the clubbing world. Eventually, found some friends when I was at uni, but before then, I didn't. I had my boyfriend for like 3 months, and that was it. That was the only gay relationship I had. So I grew up quite isolated. I was growing up autistic. I was isolated for being the weird one, and then when I was gay, I was isolated for being the gay weird one. And I never felt like I belonged in society. So that's why I built my group on Facebook, the Neurodivergent Lifestyle Community, so that I can help the other people who don't have much of a connection. I made my community for the outsiders who don't have support and community around them. There's a lot of people that don't have family and friends that they can talk to and get support from. So if you want to join my community, the link is down below. The Neurodivergent Lifestyle Community. It's for anyone who's autistic, ADHD, or disabled, or has chronic illness, or is LGBT, or whatever the outsiders means to you. If you were ostracized and bullied for being weird, then the group is for you. If you're in any way part of the LGBTQI, whatever alphabet, then you're all welcome. There's no discrimination in my group at all. So if you want to come and join, link is below. Like, subscribe, and comment what it was like growing up for you being gay, your first kiss, your first relationship, your first coming out at school. What was it like for you? Did it go well? Did it go bad? Were you bullied and beaten up for it, or people were accepting? I've had quite a few homophobic attacks, and it's not fun. But I'm still alive. They haven't won yet. So all the while I'm still alive and I can still share my story, I can still inspire the younger generation to be yourself. Be authentically you. Don't give a fuck what other people think about you. Just shine your light and blind these motherfuckers. So anyway, like and subscribe, comment, and whatever. Click the link below, and I'll see you in the next video.